Testing. What's the noise like? What's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Forgot to check something very important. Let's fix this on the live. That is better. I think that'll work real fine. How's the... Hello, kitty kitty. How's the sound and the music, the balance, and all that jazz? Excuse me. I'm sweaty. I've made some questionable choices here. Okay. We can do that. Boop. I'm a little cattywampus, it looks like, actually. Because this is the angle here, but you see it's a little bit askew. I will not worry about this. I will instead worry about my sweaty palms and the fact that I did not wash my hands. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna wash hands. BRB. I'm back. Boop. Hands washed. Jazz, I'm embarrassed that you're here because you know this suit. You know this suit. So, name of the game is Sweat. My goodness, I might actually have to take this thing off. So, name of the game is Computer. I need to take off the headphones to get to that stuff. So, here's what we're looking at here. Maybe I should have set this up better. I did this wrong. I can't open a window. Can't open a window. Could turn the AC on because no. AC's on. Anyway. CPU. RAM is in a bad spot right now. 48 gigabytes for $238. I didn't think to do this until just now, but they've clearly put new price tags over top of this. So let's see what this used to be priced at. Okay, we got a $229. That's not too bad, but what's underneath at the very bottom? Can we get no? Okay, we can read this backwards. $199.99. So this, all things considered, not too much of a price increase, but $40 more compared to what it used to be. And this just happened to be the cheapest RAM at the speed I was willing to get. At least or more than 32 gigabytes. So I originally bought 64 gigabytes, but it was the wrong speed. And in the end, it probably doesn't matter all that much. We got ourselves a 4 terabyte solid state drive. I did have the Pro in my cart. And then I said, I don't really need the Pro. I'm forgetting something important. Let me look to see if I can get that something important. Where are you? Where are you? Need you in my life. Thingamabob. Thingamabob. Where are you, Thingamabob? I don't want that one. I want the nicer one. Is it in a different drawer? Perhaps. I should clean these drawers someday. Can't do it on stream because of personal information. Where's the thing that I want? Another look in the place I looked before. Maybe something changed. Maybe if I look again, it'll be where it's supposed to be. Ow. Maybe I can hurt myself all the time. Now I'm super confused. Super confused. Wait 1 second, did I think ahead? No, I did not. Come last check. Round she goes. Where I stop? Soon I will know. Oh. No, I'm looking for my screwdriver kit. Spoilers. Oh, here it is. It's upside down, that's why I couldn't find it. I was looking for this shape, and it was this shape. So we got ourselves the Peerless Assassin in black. We got ourselves a fully modular power supply. And here's what's interesting. One of the interesting parts of this thing is that we got the B850M Aurorus Elite Wi-Fi that I don't care about ICE. And that is a white motherboard. White motherboard. For the JPU, we got ourselves the AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT. And I'm now seeing I gotta fix this too. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There. Switched to the red side. I was going to do the 5070 Ti, I think it is, or the Super. I can't remember which one it is, but it was what, 50 or 100 bucks more, and everyone was telling me the pass mark score isn't really accurate. It's they're basically the same depending on what your workload is. And there might be some workloads where I really care about NVIDIA, but you know, I'm willing to sacrifice that. Now, how now? One last piece. Before that, I just wanted to show this guy. 400mm lens. Camera lens. Isn't it cool? I don't know why it's on my desk. For case, we have the Fractal Pop Mini Silent. It is one of the smaller cases you can get, and that actually is pretty limiting in sorry, I got distracted for a moment. It's pretty limiting in the power supply options, but that's okay. So that's what we're working with here. I did not set this up in any particular order. I'm going to want a knife. Can I find myself a knife? Yes, I can. So it's been 6 years since I've last built a computer. Let's hopefully not screw it up. This is the best use of an X-Acto knife. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Gotta be careful. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll keep this here. Because if there's any, literature with limited time offers, I'm gonna have a bad time because somebody's gonna steal those limited time offers before me. I need to take this onto the floor. Oop. Has its drawer or door that's removable. I'm not fond of this little tag, but I was willing to accept it. Okay, well, here's our literature. Oops, I'm sorry. There's my trash box. Got a Pop Mini user guide. And in the receive a faulty product. Don't care about that. We assume none of my products are faulty. So, little tiny guy. Okay, we're not doing a water cooling, we are air cooling. We can do, okay, what's, this says 267 up to 340 possible. So that's a little worrying. The VOD will be there for you, so no worries. Okay, so we're going to do this in the order they recommend. That starts with, before that I suppose, starts with removing this box or bag. So we got some nice I/O that you can't see. Come on. Can you focus? There we go. Some nice I/O. I have no idea what that's about. 2 sockets that I'm unlikely to use. They say to remove both side panels. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So that's one side. So this is the back side, which makes this the front side. You'll see the back side soon enough, but for now, let's just get the front side up. So this is what we're working with on here. Let's do a sanity thing here, because I am slightly concerned about the clearance. They do have this maximum capacity. Or they do, this is compatible, but I'm not going to have a fun time if I need to remove this fan here to make it work. So now GPUs used to come with redeemable codes. You registered your product and they would send you goodies. I don't think they do that anymore. They do advertise their wireless gaming mouse and wireless gaming headset, though. Things I don't need. So, sure. Now, which side is which? Okay, like this. Oh, we have plenty of clearance. So we're good there. We're good. So we're on removing the panels. Getting distracted. Yes, I'm getting distracted. Okay. So they want me to install the power supply. gonna go in here. Okay. So that's gonna be on this side. Told you you'd get to see this. And it's gonna be real fun because at any moment we could discover that I bought the wrong part. And if I bought the wrong part, the stream ends. Isn't that fun? Just throw it all to the side. Here's a box for this. So, oop. Gotta open these things on camera. Got some literature that you don't need to see. We got the brick, power supply itself, and we got the bag of Cabells. Now, I don't know if I should be installing the cables first or not. So, that's what we're working with. Under zero fan mode, this fan stops operating at low loading. That's just a feature of a smaller Okay, so there's a physical switch I can use to say, don't put the fan on. I like that idea. I need, does this have, yes, okay. So this has a bag of goodies in it. I want to save these zip ties, not these zip ties, but these, what's it? Well, there are zip ties here, but I definitely want to save the twist ties is what I want. And there's all these grommets that I don't know what they're for. And then some zip ties. Very convenient. Yep. So they want these guys. Oh, that's a grommet. So let's move this here. We got 4 little screws. This is a Phillips 2. Grab you, throw you away. Bop. Bop. And where's my Phillips 2? Here we go. Looks good. And then we can just hit this guy here or not. So in my previous case, I believe that this was a bracket that I could take out, but that's not the case here. Obviously I can't get that guy. So I'm gonna have to take this guy off to make this space. And I don't know why they don't say to do that. Gonna remember all these guys for later. And just throw you in, I suppose. Grab one screw. And which ones? Okay, I mean, I suppose it's the ones that they line up with. So that would be here. think my anchor point is going to be on this bottom. You can't see this, but right here. Come on. Thumb it, no thumbs. I don't want to do that, but what you gonna do about it? It's 1, 3. Really taking its time to seat. Oops. Don't like that sound. No, sir. Let's maybe try that one first. Or lower myself or something or other. Something that gets me easier seatage. There, that's a lot better. Turns out that studio light and suit is a bad combination, I will tell you what. Not a particularly good suit either. And you can't exactly tell that I'm wearing a suit. You can just tell that I'm wearing something that resembles a suit according to the sleeves. I'm not huge on this screw right here, but that's the screw, so what you gonna do? Okay, so that's that part done. Now they want us to install, just put this guy here, the I/O shield. So that's, well, isn't this I/O shield pre-installed? Yeah, this is a pre-installed shield. Six connector installation guide. Little thingamabobs and a SATA cable that I actually don't need because I only have the M.2. So let's see what this guy says. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Install expansion card. Install power supply. So they're saying power supply first, but oh well. You know, they all want to do things differently. Now, we installed that power supply, so I'm going to take a break here. Just get myself a little gummy bear. That'll work. Oh. So, Prusa, I don't know if they still do, but they used to send gummy bears with their printers, and they outlined when to eat gummy bears as part of the setup process. So I thought, why not get some gummy bears? So, with the I/O shield pre-installed, I think we ignore it for now. this down to the side. And we prep the motherboard. That is here. I want that box. Let's keep it the box. Comes with this little badge that I don't need. Here. Something to set up on. And without scratching my desk. So. Now they want me to set up my motherboard. And if I want to do that, I should probably do it in this order. So they want the AMD socket. So that has this lever come up. Up, boop. Okay. This is one of those risky businesses because, like with the like with anything else, if things break, then the game is over, and I will have burned somewhere between $200 and $500. And I burned $30 just this past week trying to set up, fix an oven. Broke the replacement part immediately. So I do not want to do that. This comes with its own instructions. I don't need to join the conversation. So read this first. We'll skim it. Processor in a box. Do not apply voltage until the thermal solution is fully installed. Here we go. So unlock the socket frame. They want me to arrange it like this, and I think that's a smart move. We've unlocked the socket frame. Line the pin 1 indicators. So is that little circle? Yes. Okay. Get this guy off too while we're at it. So this is a dangerous procedure that I don't want to be sweaty for, and yet I am. Okay, so align the arrow to the arrow. Boop. Come on. Maybe do it this way. There we go. Oh, this is pinless. I am suddenly less worried. I'm suddenly less worried. Because all I gotta do is align it like that. So we're gonna close the socket frame and then pray. There we go. That looks hunky-dory. So we do not have this, we do not have the Wraith, we have Peerless Assassin. And this has, I don't know what layout this will be. This can be disposed of now. Well, nothing gets disposed of for a little while. Just throw it in the bin, just throw it in the box. Here we have the Peerless Assassin. So this gets opened up. And I'm wishing I had something other than an X-Acto knife. But an X-Acto knife is what I have. Cardboard. Installation guide. So in my last build, I actually could only use, I bought a Noctua fan. I could only use one of the fans on the heatsink because I didn't have enough clearance to do both. Okay. So this is the chonker. But how do I open it? Here we go. So they say peel off that before putting it in. Now I don't know what my fan situation is going to be like. Do they give me thermal paste? Or do I have to scavenge? Well, that is a lot of accessories. Oh boy. Oh boy. This has suddenly become a lot less fun. Phew. Okay, they do give me thermal paste at least. Brackets, thumb screws, fan controller, fan thingamaboobs. Excuse me. So, get this box out of the way. Oh boy. So, let's see, remove AMD plastic brackets, keep the back plate, install AM5 metal brackets with AM5 screws, plastic standoffs. Okay, so they want me to install the heatsink first. And then these are the AM5 brackets. These are trash. These guys come out. There we go. Forgot the reason why I have my bottom clearance. So I usually have the camera set so that it looks just past this point. I'm realizing that's not just to give myself a buffer, but it also keeps my head from getting in the shot. Because right now it is very easy for me to get my head in the shot. That's that done. I'm not sure what these guys are for, but I want these guys. And that gives us, we have standoffs. Okay, I see. So it's standoff, standoff, and then looks like this. And then these are thumb screws, aren't they? It doesn't say, but they look vaguely thumb. So we'll thumb. And we'll give it a last. Don't you fall. This is PC. The thumbnail is just ancient clip art. Clip art older than probably some of the people in my audience, which is a scary thought. It's actually not that scary, but it's okay. Now, I don't remember. I know everyone has different ways of doing it. That's about the only thing I remember. So, how to apply thermal paste. Because this guy does not provide any recommendations. Have fun with work. Okay, so they're not providing any specific recommendations. I'm gonna remove this. This doesn't feel right. That's because it's definitely not right. That is, looks off kilter. I got this backwards. I got this upside down. Because this needs to go on top, because it'll screw into here. Okay. Yeah, and the image shows that. I'm just clearly not paying much attention like I should. Why do you not want to be nice and level? Ow. I can't tell. I'm just gonna have to accept it for what it is, I suppose. So, who noticed that I had put this upside down? Because I certainly didn't. Thumb tight should be fine here, but we can give it a little bit extra. Now, once upon a time, I built a computer, or I took apart a computer, and this was back when they put pins on it. So we're just gonna. Come on. Come on. I might want to spread that a bit. What can I spread this with? Not metal. How about sputter in here? I have gummy bears in here. Come on. So anyway, I was saying, and the thermal paste had glued itself. This does not spread very easily. In fact, it is quite goopy. And this was back when they were pinned. Oh, come on. So I took the whole thing off and then tried to jam it back in with the pins and the CPU or the fans, right, the cooler right on it. Needless to say, that I broke that CPU. I'm not sure how to feel about this thermal paste. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And I'm just trying to get coverage, which is not happening with this viscosity. Because I can let the cooler do the heavy lifting or even things out. But that doesn't happen if there isn't approximately decent spread, which I'm really not getting here. Just keeps sticking like glue. Well, not even like glue, like clay. I got it on my hands. Not a fun time. I'm thinking that the pressure is going to even this out, but I want to get this stuff off my hand first. So be right back. Ugh. Slammed in the way. So that's going to be what that is. And then this guy is just going to sit on top. I need more leverage. These reverse threaded by chance, or am I getting this wrong, or it's not? It's not seated is what it is. That's sloppy in a way that it really Come on. There we go. Head. I don't think I have a better thingamabob to put on, or a better screwdriver, a longer screwdriver. I think this is just what I got. It's tragic. I don't know when this is considered done. Always screw a little bit more. Okay, maybe I can't screw a little bit more. I think this might be it. Though I feel like I've screwed the other side a lot more than I've screwed this one. The difference is going to be so minor. I think I'm just going to have to accept this for what this is, which probably isn't the best idea. Okay. Is M.2 looking to be here? Yeah, okay. And IO is here. Just validating that before I do anything stupider. Okay. So that's what that's going to be. Cringe, maybe. Think that deserves a gummy bear. Okay, 2 gummy bears. So they put 2 fans, well, they only gave me 2 fans, so 2 fans. And then this guy to control them. And then these guys to mount them. Thing is that I don't know which direction these go in. I want to sit down for a moment. Okay, so I don't know which is the front and which is the back. I'm also seeing that RAM's going to be a pain in the butt to put in if we put this in first. But we can also just put it in this on this side, so maybe we just do that. So which is the front and which is the back? Is there a diagram to show that? No. Of course not. Does it matter? I think so. Oh, that's what they mean by that. Okay, so this looks very much like it's doing this. You know what? We have technology. Backside. How about I just look it up? Pan direction. Logo front facing front of the case, which would be this way. Their random image makes it set up like this. So like this. And I suppose consequently like this. Now I see the writing on the wall. It's going to be obnoxious to put that RAM in. So let's put the RAM in first. Where is this? Install memory. Step 2. Really now? Really now? Does it mark these at least? No. So, okay, here we go. So you got A2, B2, and A1. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this one up. What does A5 first mean? Elite. Horus Elite. B850M. Motherboard. You know what? Let's just look up the thingamabob and see if there is literature on this. Memory support, no. Manual. BIOS setup, unique features. Unique features. No, that's garbage. Thank you for not telling me what that is. User manual, here we go. I don't care about the block diagram. Yeah, so they label this, but I don't know which ones to actually put it in. They don't actually put the, oh, they did put the manual in here. Where did I put it? Oh well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Installing memory. So if I have 2 modules, I want to put them in A2 and B2. Okay, that's, and it does say that, but you know, it says it in a way that is a little bit ambiguous. So 48 gigabytes is kind of weird, but it's fine. It's probably more than I need, and that's fine. So we're gonna install this guy first. Very some nice looking RAM, I will say. Look at this guy. That's some very attractive RAM. I'm not an RGB person, so that's why none of that here. So, oops. Yeah, this guy, and just make sure that it's not this way. Yeah, that doesn't line up. Snippity snap. And it's not like it would have been impossible to put it in with the fan on, but it's just going to be easier to do that now. That should be good. Now I can get these fans on. And that was looking like that. Can I get some more? Instruction here. Intake. Front is intake. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. And it also makes sense that it would be here in this case. Now, where are the fan headers is the next question, of course, because you want them in the right spot. So that would be like right. I suppose it really doesn't matter all that much because we have the extension or the combiner here. This thing. This, of course. Does this tell me? Yeah, it's the Pop Mini. Let's look back at this manual here. CPU cooler. The CPU fan. That's what I thought. So, how do these guys work? No. 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 Maybe, actually. Have images, of course. Yeah, okay, like this. But on the sides, that makes sense. So bring these back out. Gonna bring. Come on, nope, I got a little cut away here. There we go. So that's gonna go like this. And like that. And then on the other side, it's going to go like this, like that, like this, like that. There, not too shabby. Bring you up a little bit more. I'm not sure how much it matters to have these guys on completely even footing. So that's that one, and then I'm going to want to put these hooks in first, I think. And then where did I put that other hook? Not quite there. Those even. I suppose I can count, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I want a pointer here. So double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's bring you up a little bit. I'm not sure it matters too much in the end, but we might as well keep them on even footing. We'll bring this one down a bit, I suppose, isn't the other option. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How about this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so this one's going to get moved up one. Like that. Because that puts them both at dead center. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we're good there. So that's CPU fan in. What else needs to be done on the motherboard here? That's not the thing on the motherboard. So they don't mention, okay, they say to do the storage after it's already installed, which makes sense in anything other than the M.2, and I'm sure, I think we'll be fine putting in the M.2 afterwards. So we'll go ahead and just do that then. So it's time to put this guy in the case. Oh boy, scary. Scary times. I gotta put all this stuff aside. All these parts I didn't use. I can't just push those to the side. I actually need to make way. Cooler. I have no idea what these screws were for. Oh, they're for, okay, they're for a different motherboard. Spare, that's right. Keep you to the side. And then, up. I hate the waist, but you know, it's trading one waist for a different waist, I suppose. Because you can either have SKUs for every one possible configuration, or you can just throw everything into one box and make one SKU. And that's tragic. Gummy bear. Gummy bear. This is literature, and now we're back to you. So we got standoffs here. Boop, 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 boop. And I don't know what's used. Okay. Page 2. Matched the standoffs. No idea what that is. I guess that's a grounding screw. Need to figure out which of these is it. I think it's these. Does this manual say which? Show me the bags of goodies. Just, there we go. Drive screws, mounting screws, power supply screws, cable ties. Okay, so there's ones with and without. Okay, I say. This gets plopped in, well, not plopped, but put in like so. Okay, that's clean. As clean as it gets, I suppose. And I do see everything lining up, so I think we can put that in. One at a time with my magnet. Where are all the screws here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there a 7? Yes, there's a 7 all the way here. So let's do this one first, why don't we? So I see why they did things the way they did. We should have tracked 2, 4, 6. So 7 is probably right. 7 is probably the number. In fact, I'm not sure I have more than 7 screws here. Up, 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 up. Dropping screws, don't want to do that. Come on. Okay, this one does not want to screw. Why don't you want to screw? No, that's why. That's a hole. I mean, it's a standoff without a screw hole. That's why. Okay. Oop. Okay, so that's not you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have technology. There is indeed one over here. Let's get that. Can I get it? I need to look for a different screwdriver if I have one. I don't think I do. Oh, wait. New Harbor Freight would come in clutch. This is not the one I was looking for. Slightly longer, but I can't even fit it. Yeah, I can't get that one. So that's not the one I was looking for. Water. How about in here? One last. Okay. Either that's going to go without, or I'm going to have to figure out how to get this guy in. Where's the CPU fan header? Man. Maybe I... Okay, up. There we go. There we go. I should have put the fan header in before. In fact, this doesn't even say to... It says connect. Okay. Connect the fans as the very last step, which is... No thanks. Let's fix this guy. Doesn't matter which one's which, because one of them has 3 pins and the other has 4. Excuse me. I guess check the manual that I threw out. So I guess it doesn't matter. What does matter is me making sure that the CPU fan is in the right spot. Where's the layout? Okay, so it is that guy. Okay. If I can reach, can I reach? I've made my mistake. Although I wouldn't have been able to get the screw. If I had put the fan in, so I would have been in a bad spot no matter what. Ugh. Flying blind. Okay, that looks right. Just gotta, there we go. There we go. It's in. It's in. And just tuck you guys in right there. Perfect. Good, good. Good, good, good. Cables for front I/O. So now I need to find where those go. We should be able to lift you up now. And grab these front I/O cables. What are you? No idea what you are. Case fans, I suppose. But why set up that way? Okay, so I/O is all the way down here, which explains why things are set up like that, but I'm not RGB. Add-on available separately for the USB 3 or the USB-C. So we got power, audio. What are you? Like, well, I know what you are. You're case fans, right? Yeah. I just don't understand why it's daisy chained the way it is. Whatever. I need to find. Okay. Oh, we got more thing. Well, this is USB, right? So we got USB. Yeah. Okay. And this is just USB 3.0. So where is that header? I know you have it. You should have it, right? Here you go. Is that right? That's SATA. if there's back panel connections, board LED, internal connectors. What's 14 is U3A 5G. What, I don't understand what that is. F panel header, audio header. Okay. So this is indeed I gotta get this. I actually need to look at PC Part Picker for a second, because they showed me what the configuration here was. Yeah. 3.2 Gen 1. It should be this guy, right? So it's not quite fitting. Or is it? That's not right? Not you. That really should be it. So why isn't it hitting? Just there we go. Just a connection. So we're gonna take these guys, snake them on along the bottom here. Where are the fan connectors for the case? They are also on the bottom. There's 3 of them. Okay. I'm very confused. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're just going to bring things in as I can. These guys. Come on, buddy. We got HD audio, which is where's F audio? Is 12, so that's all the way up. Okay, we can do better. Audio can go all the way here. Probably never going to use this, but no. It's actually nice to have the option, so, and then this gets plugged in like this, I believe. That's seated, yes, okay. And then we have power, LED plus and LED minus. And I can see it in there, but I can't see it. So let me look at this front panel header. Okay. So we've got power SW. Power switch is pins, looks like got. I know I'm probably in the way, but oh well. That's plus and minus. Plus and minus together like this. And then right next to that is power switch. And I don't know if there's a plus minus on this or not. So that's that. The audio, and so that's front I/O done. Now they want me to do the graphics card. I'm not doing that yet. That's absurd. And I need to do case fans first. Okay. So they're all daisy chained together is what this is. So, turn this guy upside down. We have one. This gets plugged in like this. No, can't be plugged in like that. Maybe it is. But that's only 2 case fans, right? Is there a third? Yes, right. Here. Okay, no wonder I couldn't find it. But this does have support for 3 separate fans, so why don't I plug those in as 3 separate fans? Become lazy? Is that a good enough answer? Because it doesn't tell me to do it that way? Where is... Okay, fan 1, 2, 3. It's recommended that I will go for the daisy chain because I mean, in the end, okay, it's what I thought, right? That it's the difference between being able to connect them together and not. So, might as well connect them together. And then something like this. Keep this clean. Or something resembling clean. That's fine. That's fine. Then you get thrown in here. You're a longer cable. No, this should be fine. Let's see if this will do me fine. So, where's this fan? Oh, of course. I'm not sure it really matters, does it? So, we'll do... Oh, I got this totes backwards. Silly Billy. Now I'm confused. Okay, so let's disconnect all of these guys and think about this again. So this guy's stuck. This guy, well, is it really stuck? Yeah, this guy we're going to call stuck. So he can only do this connection here. This guy can connect. Okay, no. This guy actually connects to you. This guy connects to you. And then this lets me... Is that valid? I really can't tell. I guess it has to be. Hello. Did you finish class? It'd be so much easier if I just let myself pull this guy through. I know I've been trying to that I said it was stuck, but you know it's these things are there. There, freedom. Sweet freedom. Okay. So, you get connected. So, chain, it has to be a chain, right? So, chain. This is unreasonably complicated. Chain. CP fan 1 is over here. Can I actually connect it over here? Here, get rid of this zip tie. Or decouple you from this zip tie. I forgot that this guy goes here. Does this change the game at all? I don't even know what this is for. I know this is not going to fit in here for sure. I think this is a mounting bracket for the... I mean, you can see where I am right now, right? Like, nowhere. Let's see if that'll do me fine. This is pretty sloppy. But it's on the back side, so it's okay. Where's fan 1? Fan 1's over here, so okay, I got this wrong. I'm gonna cheat by doing it this way. Hop, hop. There we go. Pull you through. And guess you get to be cis fan 2. There. Double check that on here, this side here. Okay, that's just gonna be what it is. Now we can do some cable management and just bring these guys back together and under the zip tie here. Or the twist tie here. There. Looks good. Okay. So that's that done. Now, I'm not crazy. I am not installing... Yes, you are hearing Minecraft music. This is my Minecraft playlist. Because the music I wanted to do, I didn't have ready. More gummy bears. I should not have an X-Acto knife over this computer case. Okay. So, I know that the graphics card is going to make it darn near impossible to put the thing in. Man, memory's crazy. Sticker off, I think. Like, this is 4 terabytes. That is insane to think about. That is what, 4,000 billion? No, trillion. Because got kilo is 1,000, mega is million, giga is billion, so that would make tera 1 trillion. So this goes in here. Do I know which one I want to put it in? I would guess it's A, but let's validate that too. M2A is 10. Well, I hope that this is the right kind of drive. It'd kind of suck if it wasn't. Does this have thermal pads? Do I need to install thermal pads on this? I guess it would have instructions on how to do that, wouldn't it? On what I need to do here. Why do they gotta tape the installation guide shut? Why do they gotta do that? You know how obnoxious that is? There. Tiny. Okay. So this tells me nothing. This is useless. Oh, did it say? So it's that simple. I guess this, I mean, this is, oh, okay, okay. I see now. I understand now. There we go. And just clicks in place. Awesome. So there's 2 heat sinks on this. I don't know why we're pre-installed thermal pad. So that's going to be this one. Or nope. I got it exactly backwards. It's fine. Can I just put you back on? Put there. It's fine. It's fine. There. And I need to take. That's there. And it's just a rubber pad. It's not. I mean, it is thermal, but it's not a. Not making the, you know, I'm not doing that very ceremoniously. It's tragic. So that's M.2 installed. That's, don't need this motherboard box. Don't need that. Yeah, it's tragic that it's never going to be seen again. I went for the white one because it is $20 cheaper, and that's okay. The thing is that this thing will sit behind my monitor anyway, so I won't see it, even if it had a tempered glass window. I'd never see it anyway. So, like, what's the point? everything except for the GPU? That's, I mean, obviously we need to put power cables in. And at no point has it told me to do that, which I find really funny. So I think now is the time to do that while I can. I mean, I only have this guy to worry about, don't I? Because, I mean, I have this and the GPU, right? What am I missing? What? I mean, it would used to be the case that you would have one for the drives, but if it's an M.2, it's powered by the motherboard. So do I really only need the ATX connector? That's kind of comes with its own screws. I could have used theirs instead, but and then I got this guy. So I need this. This doesn't. It feels weird, is what it feels like. Is there a manual for the power supply? Because I probably want it. Okay, there's more. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was about to freak out. So this guy plugs in, and this is where I wish I had, it doesn't really matter in the end. Oh, 600 watt. Ew. So I guess this one is specifically for... Okay, so there's motherboard, there's CPU. I'm sorry, I'm in the way. Okay, so there's CPU over here. Motherboard. SATA that I don't need. SATA that I don't need. Where you? Another CPU. Molex? Why? PCIe. Another 600 watt and PCIe. Okay. So where's the power for? Does this say where all the power is? Okay, so we got ATX 12 volt, which is... So there's two of these. Well, I haven't listened to this. I actually can't listen to this because my... I don't have the wireless headphones set up. And... I don't have... whatchamacallit, and the cable for my regular headphones is just too short. Tragic. Where was the one labeled CPU? Was this the one labeled CPU? Or, no, it was this one, right? No, maybe? Yes, this one is labeled CPU. So let's get CPU in here first. So it needs to go up top. In fact, how about... This is slightly backwards, I think. But let's plug it into the motherboard first and then plug it in to the power supply. Okay, so that's that in. I don't know which side you're supposed to be in. Does the power supply box show me anything? Oh, it does have a legend on the box. 1 ATX, 1 EPS, 1 PCIe, PCIe, peripheral. Yeah, Molex. 20 plus 4. Well, I guess the 20 plus 4 is going to be on this end, maybe. So let's go ahead and throw this into the back here. CPU 1. And see where that gets us. A little out of place here, doesn't it? It's not awful. It's not ugly, but it is a little strange to have the white I/O shield on the all black background. Curiosity, I suppose. Okay. So this can get routed down here. Can't read. Okay, so I don't know what 12 volt 2x6 is for. What does it say on the box? And why can't I find the... Excuse me. Oh, PCIe 2x6, right? No, I have no idea. I'm very confused. I should find the manual for this. I think that's a good idea. Unicorn poop is beautiful. Because unicorns are beautiful. That's how that works, right? Gotta look through trash, gotta look through trash. See if the manual's in here. No, it's not. It's very confusing. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look up the manual for this guy. Which is, I think, what they told me to do, wasn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I definitely want to double check here. Why am I Googling this, when I can literally check it on the website on PC Part Picker? Give me... You are not server grade. I don't care what you say, you're not server grade. Really now? Come on. Why are you doing dirty like this? The thing that makes me question that idea of the high-end GPUs is the fact that they have two of them, according to this guy. 50 GS PCIe. They can't just link it on the dang page. They have to. Well, that's the thing. Oh, I guess it's the 600 watt, isn't it? But that's the thing, is that I don't have the association or the mapping from cable to. Okay. I see the logic here. Okay. I think I see the light. Of course they don't tell me anything. So I can plug this guy in just fine into, I suppose, any of these. Come on. Okay, you are seated, and then we'll plug you in while we're here, and you are split on this side for reasons that are probably irrelevant in the modern day, is what I will say. What? Why? Why? So that's not seated. So this ATX cable has to cross itself, which is silly, to put it lightly. You off while we're here. Should connect like this. Yeah, Betty. Don't know who Betty is. So that's this. That should not be crossed, and yet it is. Wait, we can fix this. We can save this there. So you can just go right here. You can join the connector club here, or the mainline club here. And I guess I'm worried over nothing. Because to your point about what does the cable look like, the answer is that it doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is what the GPU needs. So, what does the GPU need? And where's the box? Is there anything else in this box? I find that hard to believe. Why do I keep missing these things? Oh, here's the... No, that's... Which manual is this? This is the processor manual. Fan manual. Advertisements. need to look this up too. But to the same point, I suppose, yeah, let's use this ultra durable PCIe bracket here. You know, the one that's metal reinforced. We know we're gonna have to get rid of 2 slots here. So let's do that. Almost certain it's 2 slots at the very least. $600. Pain. Okay, so this has plastic wrap all over it. Joy. Tab right here. Sticky. And then there's wrap on here too, right? Where's this? Yeah, there's a wrap here. Here we go. Here's the. There we go. Beautiful. Take this guy off. And let's get you seated. Boy. Oh, I hope you have one HDMI, one display port, and display port. That's fine, I suppose. Hup. Oh. Did you seat? Yeah. Well, I'm never getting you back out because I cannot reach you for the life of me. So let's screw these guys back in. A little bit high, which on the bracket, which makes me think that it's not actually fully seated, but I was expecting a bigger click. I'm not sure we got any sort of click, but there's basically no clearance left on this, so this is it. Okay. I see. So that, yeah, like you said, this is the special NVIDIA connector, 600 watts. That is absolutely insane. Let's not do that. That's Molex. Where's my PCIe? I need 2 4s, 8s. So, oh, this is CPU. Probably, well, CPU, PCIe, I don't think it matters, does it? So, actually, to that point, nope. So, this is SATA. So, one of these is going to be CPU, or labeled CPU. So we're going to throw you in here. Is that right? Nope. Backwards. So we'll throw you in here. Or not. Something in the way here. not the same in some subtle way. Ah, no, these aren't. Okay, okay. Yeah, these aren't the right cable. Okay. Well, that's confusing. Actually, concern. Oh, am I just looking at this backwards? No. Yes, I'm just looking at this backwards. Yeah, I'm just looking at this backwards. Why? There we go. Clickety clack. This is the AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT from Micro Center for $600, which is a bit more than I think it should be, but it's what it is. So I think I give you El Cheapo connection like this. Come on. So this is okay, so this can go in first. And then this just locks it in place. Okay. So that's two of you. Cool beans, cool stuff. And then this can go into the back. Just slip out the back jack. Make a new plan stand. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. So let's unplug the ATX here because it is in the way. Come on. There we go. Or did I unplug? I just unplugged the CPU by mistake. Well, that's lovely. Come on. Just want to plug ATX here. Come on. So this is replacing, I should say, that 9070 is replacing a 2070, not even a super, so. So this is CPU. I want CPU on its own line. So I can go here. Then these guys, I'm sure it doesn't actually matter which it plugs into as long as it is both plugged in. If the order mattered here, that would be disgusting. Come on. Come on. Something to be said about maybe I shouldn't have listened to the order that the case guide told me, because if I had ignored the guide, I could have had all the parts in and then plugged in the CPU. I mean, in the could have plugged all the cables into the power supply and then plugged in the power supply, which would have been a heck of a lot nicer, in my humble opinion. So this is what I mean by the crossing, right? So I guess it doesn't so it's latched down, but this is on the right side. The larger one's on the right side, so it's crossing itself just to connect the way that it's supposed to connect, which is kind of dumb. Come on. Okay, there we go. And one more for the road. Come on. I know you're not plugged in. Okay. I heard that click that time. So that is all the cable. I'll just dump you a little bit further down. Okay. I'm not screwing this back in. I do want to see if this will close easily. How does this thing latch? There we go. Okay. Oops. Come on. There. Okay, I just was doing it wrong. That's all. That's all. So, no, this does not get to go on yet. It's just a test fit. What needs to be done now is the ever so important test, which I don't have space for. I made space and then I lost space. Gummy bear for 3. Reward. All this trash to deal with later. Not gonna be a fun time. Not gonna be a fun time. I didn't end up using any of these zip ties, and I don't really think I need to. I think that just the friction fit there is gonna be fine. I also think that'll be fine. I just need to remove a power cable. Move this to the side here. Put my water away from the computer, near to my other computer. Pen in the way. So I need a display port. Which one is you? Oops, what fell? Oh, you. Okay. So, moment of something resembling truth. Come on. Unplug my current desktop from no idea how well you can hear me from here, by the way, because I'm away from the microphone, off to the side. No, that's fine. This is fine. So, display port. What reading? Balancing on. Oh, balancing on a camera battery. Okay. So that's you. And then I need you. Excuse me. Moment of truth. I have no way. The camera's too high up for me to like grab it and show. So you're just gonna have to let this be what it is. Okay, the turning on putting the power switch on the PSU in now. Okay, that's step one. Hasn't immediately fried. Hasn't immediately fried. That's always a good sign. Now the real moment of truth. While we're at it, turn it on, and I'm scared. I wish I had a fire extinguisher at the ready. And nothing. Okay. New thing. So troubleshooting. These are plugged in. Power switch is plugged in, but it could be backwards. So, for giggles and skittles, I doubt that this is backwards, but let's... That's plugged in. Make sure that the LEDs plus minus are in. I regret taking this thing out because I knew it would be hard to do with the GPU in, and that GPU ain't coming back out. So now I need to figure out how to put my hands in this mess. That should do it. There. Make sure that you are plugged in. You're in. Where is? So that's actually I/O on this side. You're in, you're in. This looks correct. Let's try this again. In fact, I'm not even going to plug in the display port. Let's just plug it in, powered on. Oh, no, you're plugged in for sure. What if I plug you into the system display port? No. I am at a loss. Hmm. Hmm. Water. So, unless someone in the chat wants to do some troubleshooting, I think that's it for tonight. No idea what to do. So, yeah. Fun. You know, I mean, I got the big part done. So I'm not going to be too upset about that part. It would be nice, however, for this thing to work. So I will do that, figure that out in my own time. And hopefully it'll be ready for Friday. That would be great. So, thank you very much for joining me. And